Hello BJD fans, I'm Venetica, and this is part 1 of my Mystic Kids 1/4 female body review. Part 1 covers posing ability, part 2 covers aesthetics. It's a photo gallery with text commentary. If you'd like to check that out, the link's in my description. Our model here is Evelyn. She's 45 centimeters, which is MSD size. I just got her yesterday, so I haven't gotten a chance to suede her, but for the most part she doesn't need it. I was really surprised. I was really expecting her joints to be kind of slippery, and I was wrong. So let's start with her head cap. She has an S-hook. Mystic Kids has an interesting way of applying their eye putty. Her knot is located in her torso. Her head cap has this cool metal plate with the company name. It's held down by 2 magnets, 2 stabilizing pieces, and this inner ring, which is really effective for holding it on. Now, I usually have to suede the neck of my dolls, but I mean, hers is pretty decent. I mean, it stays for the most part. I only run into an issue when I try to pull her head back because it doesn't want to stay, and she can keep it forward. Do want to suede her shoulders because she's strung kind of tightly, so it just wants to pull right back to her body. It's the usual. Her elbows are double jointed. So initially you could bend it that far, and then all the way. One thing about her elbows that I noticed though, is that on the underside you can see where it's marked left and right. And I kind of would have preferred that not to be visible, but it is useful that they're marked like that. Her wrists have a separate piece, cap piece, and it snugly fits into that hand. And with that, pretty good range. Doesn't quite want to stay when you bend it that way. She could turn it, but her wrist isn't round, so it might look a little weird. She has a torso joint, and this is the main area I want to suede because she will not stay forward, will not stay back, but her side-to-side range is excellent. So I was really happy with that. Her hip joints rotate pretty freely in the socket. She can kind of fake a split, but it's not a real split because they're being pulled out of the sockets. But it's pretty convincing from the front. She can sit up nice and straight, which is good since you have trouble with that torso popping forward. Her femoral joints are really cool. They have this mechanism in here, those grooves and that nub. So with that, it stays in place, but you can easily turn it and it'll stay, which is really cool. Another cool thing about her femoral joints is that you can pull it all the way out and prop it up there. So that nub helps keep it in place. So she can do a pretty high kick. And you can also do it somewhat in between too, and it'll stay, which is great. And you know, dolls that have this ability, this is probably as good as it's going to look. So that's cool. Her knees are double jointed just like her elbows. And like that. Or all the way. That's as far as I can bend. Her ankles, just like her wrists, have that separate piece in there, but it snugly fits into the foot. And I really love ankles that are engineered like this. Stays exactly where I put it, has pretty decent range, and the biggest benefit from what I've seen dolls like this, they can stand really well. And she's no exception. I mean, she's very good at standing. Solid as a rock. You can turn it. So another thing I want to mention, a benefit that I see from this body, is that she's not kicky. So she doesn't constantly want to hit herself in the face with her arm. Her legs stay nice and straight until you want to bend them. So really got to hand it to Mystic Kids. I think they did a great job. So that's it for part 1. If you'd like to check out part 2, the link is in my description. Thank you for watching.